Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day or evening or whatever it is in the country you're in. There's people viewing my channel from multiple countries, like hello the Philippines, hello EU, European Union, hello Ukraine, Russia, Finland, Korea, the United States, Australia, just a few from Japan. It's just amazing how we touch with our channel, and I mean ours, as in us. I am not a married person or anything like that. I'm a single man living in a house. So when I say our, I mean us, you and me. So here we go. Here's our channel. I'd like to thank everybody from all over the world for stopping in to view, and the commentary is really good on this channel. We're very helpful people. We got people making donations. It's just amazing. There's a donation announcement coming again, another huge donation announcement coming, and very shortly, and it's a big one. In fact, there may be more than one. So anyways, let's get back down to it. Let's be quick, because I can always talk to you people, and I need to move on sometimes instead of constantly talking. So when we did the video with the Nikon FE with the 50mm 2.0 and the Godox X Pro N, that we discovered fires the Godox X Pro N and the AD200 Pro bare bulb inside the Newer with the Bowens mount, 24-inch dual diffused octobox. This collapses and breaks down quite easily. Maybe I'll demonstrate that for a second. There's people asking for some demonstrations, so this breaks down quite easily. It feels a little strong at first, but all you do is you push these buttons, and this is how fast it is. At first, you worry about you're a little more gentle with it, and as you get used to it, there we go. And this comes in its own holding case, which is up in the little studio. You wrap it up, and there you have it. There's and in the case it goes. That's how fast it is. Bowens mount is very awesome. So I highly recommend this. And I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't all that much. It was one of my first octo boxes, but yeah, it's an amazing tool. Sometimes I find if you go to every second one first, once you start setting it up, the rest just come along just like that. Done. No struggle at all. So there you go. There you are. You're ready to shoot. You put your flash in. It could be any flash as long as it'll fit into the Bowens mount. And this AD200 Pro fits into this Bowens mount. And I'll have to tell you how pleased. I've owned this AD200 Pro now with the Godox system and other receivers that go on my Nikon flashes, which eat up AA's like crazy. I am so pleased with this system. It comes with a Fresnel lens. It comes with a here it is here, with an adapter that screws on the side or on the bottom or anywhere that you can actually slide an umbrella through. So I use a lot of shoot through umbrellas and bounce umbrellas. It's this, I definitely endorse the Godox 200 Pro. There's no doubt about it. I recommend, not endorse. No, I buy my stuff or it's donated. I do not, I'm not paid by Godox or anybody else to say this. I'm telling you the truth. I've used this outdoors, not in inclement weather, but it has been out in the winter. I think if you look at one of my videos, I had a multi-flash set up around a bird feeder, and it was minus 15, minus 20, and these were working fine. The trouble I had though was after a while this Godox would shut down because it didn't fire for such a long time, so you had to, you know, boot it back up before you got a flash. But so anyways, very good system, very very handy, good little softbox. Bigger is not always better, but I do have some big ones. You will see that coming into summer. I got ones that are like 6 or 7 feet, umbrellas, shoot through umbrellas that are 6 or 7 feet. I've got quite a setup when it comes to flash. So it worked. We discovered it worked on the Nikon FE. Our weather was really bad here, wintertime. We're not going out with outdoor flash now. So I went upstairs and did some still life art. And as I was explaining to you, I used the Nikon D300 with the 50 1.8 D lens, 50 millimeter 1.8 D lens. I used this as my standard to set the exposure on my Nikon FE. So what I would do is I would take the shot with this, set the exposure with the histogram and everything, and take the readings off of this camera. And of course we had to leave it down, what is this flash sync for? I think 125? Looks like it 125. I should have worn my glasses, and I'm sorry. I should wear my glasses. I should know this by heart, but every camera is different. This is 250. One over there is 60, 125. I'm not going to plant all that into my memory. So yeah, it's at 125. So what we did is we set this camera at 125, and we wanted a deep depth, a big depth of field. So we put, I'm pretty sure I ran it at f11, and then I adjusted the flash to response. So once I got the settings off of this, that I was happy with the histogram. I've already deleted the files off here, so I can't show you. What a silly thing! But to then I transferred the settings over to the FE with of course the transmitter on top of the FE to fire the flash, to do the still life art. And that's what you've seen in the last video there, was all of that. Very first time I used a film camera with flash to do dramatic still life art. So as I promised, I was going to show you the color photos from the D300, because every photo I took, I made sure, because everything's always changing on that table, I made sure that the exposure was right to change the settings over to the Nikon FE. So here we go. I'm going to show you the color photos from that shoot that came from the Nikon D300 to set up the exposure settings for the flash that was on the Nikon FE. And yeah, so you're going to see them at a bit of a different angle, because I handheld this, and this right here was on the tripod. So thank you very much. Hang in there. I hope you all noticed I'm always placing something different over there. Today it's the D500 with my 200 to 500 5.6 Nikon. There's a set. That set owes me nothing. You know, it cost me a lot. Probably when I first bought it, they were both brand new, about $2,500 each, something like that, Canadian, by the time the taxes were paid. But I've got so much joy and use and so many beautiful photos with that setup that'll be another video. I'll be explaining that, but you could use that as actually I've used it for everything, down to almost a macro to take photos of flowers. If you go way back in Dave Rusk photography, or even back, I'm pretty sure if you go way back into this, in the beginning of this channel, which started in October, I think, late September, October, if you go back and have a look, you're going to see the ability of that setup to do more than just wildlife photography. And so, you know, please feel free to go back and have a look. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing when you see. And there's also another video where I do a lot of still life and promotional art. There's a whole video on that too. So that being said, here's the photos I promised you, the color photos of the setting the standard for the exposure that I took with the FE and the flash. Not too much else I can tell you, I guess. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you so much for all of your awesome comments and suggestions. They're all welcome. See you later. Take it easy, you guys.